Joining me here now on the Rich Eisen Show, Mike Scioscia. How are you, Skipper?
All right, Rich, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's been a while since I've seen you face to face. My wife covered you for many years, Susie Schuster, and she was there for your World Series season. She loves you. She still calls you the Big Tomato, Mike.
Well, I've been called other things, so make sure you tell Susie pass on our best. And yeah, it was a great time in our organization back in '02 to win the World Series, and hopefully we're going to be able to get back on that track and get our second championship.
Well, I appreciate you calling in for this show, certainly on the day after that Baseball Hall of Fame announces that four players are going in, and they're so worthy, and everybody gets upset about who gets left off. Mike Piazza came just shy, and he filled your battery box in a way back in the day after you left the Dodgers. He came in right after you. What are your thoughts on Piazza's worthiness for the Hall of Fame, Mike?
Well, this is going to happen. Mike, I don't think there's any argument that Mike was the best offensive catcher of all time. And you're talking about some great offensive players. I mean, you can go back and look at what Johnny Bench did. You can go back and look at what Mickey Cochran did, Yogi Berra, all these great offensive catchers, Carlton Fisk, and Mike's at the top of the class. So it'll happen. And, at times it takes a little time for guys to get to get maybe those last couple votes, but it'll happen for Mike.
Yeah, I know, but as you know, I'm with Mike Scioscia, the manager of the Angels, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. There are some people who are supposing things about Mike that's never been proven, and perhaps that's the reason why he's a few votes shy. And I think that's patently unfair when you think about it, Mike.
Well, I think that unfortunately, there's a lot of guys in that era that had incredible careers that a lot of people are really looking closely at and trying to decide, well, were they using it, or were they not? I think it's unfair for a lot of players because it's like you throw the baby out with the bathwater. There are some guys that obviously have admitted to it. There's some guys that have been caught with by testing. And a lot of guys did not and worked hard and worked, the way they should to keep their strength where it needed to be and to become a better ball player. And unfortunately, when they had great careers and they're lumped into that group, a lot of guys are tarnished.
Mike Scioscia joining me here now, and on this show when we talk about football coaches, I just got Jim Harbaugh for my alma mater back from San Francisco 49ers. Now he's back with my alma mater, and we talk about how it could be easier for him, for certain football coaches as well, to go to a spot where players cycle through once every 4 years. So his message can resonate better there as opposed to on professional players. You are one of the most tenured managers in baseball, or even if you want to throw yourself in with coaches in any sport, you're one of the most tenured. What is it like to motivate a professional player for such a long time in the same spot, Mike? What's the biggest challenge for you in that regard? Well,
Rich, I think it's one of the biggest misnomers that I hear. We have as much turnover as any collegiate system, and if you think about it, we get guys for a couple extra years, but our team since 2000, when I was hired, has turned over probably 4 times. So we had some guys that stayed a very long time. If you look at Garrett Anderson, we just traded Howie Kendrick, but the guys that have played here for a long time, eventually they're going to get an opportunity somewhere else. And I think as a team, you don't have the same team together hearing the same message for 16 years. There is turnover. And I think as far as motivating players, what I've found is this game is a great game, and I have not met one player that I've been around that doesn't have a passion to play baseball. I think the trick is to connect with that passion, whether it's on the practice field, whether it's in the clubhouse, in a meeting, or just on an airplane, whatever it is. Connect with that passion players have, and it makes you a better manager and coach and makes them a better player. So that hasn't been an issue, but there's more turnover in Major League Baseball than I think is maybe perceived.
I noticed a vote for a certain Nebraska punter for the Hall of Fame went down yesterday. Darren Erstad got a vote. Mike?
Yeah, it's great to see at least Darren getting some recognition out of all the players that have come through our Angel organization over since I've been here 16 years. There aren't many that matched not only Darren's ability, but his passion for this game and his total. He got the team concept. He understood it. He wanted to do everything to help that our team win on that given night. He might go 0 for 5 and maybe move one runner over that helped us score a run, and he's going to feel good about his contribution. So Aristide's having he is a great coach, and he's having a great run at Nebraska right now. And I wouldn't be surprised at some point if he doesn't become a major league manager, if that's the direction he wants to go, because he's got a great foundation for baseball.
Los Angeles Angels manager Mike Scioscia joining me now. A couple more questions for you. How are you viewing in the 2015 season? You had the best record in the American League, you had best record last year, and you lost to the eventual American League champion Kansas City Royals. How are you viewing this season?
We're going to have a really strong team, and although we had a great regular season last year, you have that bad taste in your mouth of a tough 3 games in the playoffs, and it really makes you want to get back there and you want to play better and you want to get it done, but you can't miss any steps. We have a terrific team. I think we're maybe reconfigured a little differently. I think we're going to have a lot of good young arms in our rotation. And I think that if you look at the middle of our lineup, when you have Mike Trout, you have Albert Pujols, and hopefully a projected renaissance of Josh Hamilton, you're going to have a middle of the lineup that can score runs with anybody. So on the offensive side, we're excited. I think we're going to pitch better. We're going to be strong defensively, and we can't wait to get started next month.
Mike, I've noticed over the years, as many people might have as well, your baseball managers are the only coaches, skippers that wear the uniform of the players. Don't you think, like Belichick should suit up? NFL coaches should just put on the pads? What do you think?
Maybe some of those guys who wear shoulder pads the way they're jumping up and down the sidelines. I don't know, but yeah, I know it's just one of the traditions in baseball, and I don't think anybody's going to go back to the days of Connie Mack when he wore a suit and tie. But yeah, I'd like to some of the football coaches or some of the hockey coaches. Some of those guys definitely need to wear some eye black. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. What about like Popovich out there with the shorts, with the Spurs shorts or something like that? Well,
I'll tell you, he's got that mojo. He could probably pull it off.
Yeah.
I think if you had Popovich wearing those shorts, I don't think it would affect him at all. I think he'd still have his quick one-liners and still be leading the team to a championship. He's something special.
Hey, Mike, I'm appreciative of you getting on the phone, and this show is going to be associated with the radio station that carries Angels baseball. So, and I feel that's only, like I said at the top of this interview, with my wife having covered you and for your World Series season, and she really likes you a lot, and through that, I got to meet you too. I just think this is meant to be, and I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
All right, Rich. Well, we'll be talking, I'm sure, a lot this year, and good luck with the show. I know it's going to be a big addition to Southern California.
Thank you. You bet. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. That is Mike Scioscia, manager of the Los Angeles Angels.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.